boy run road. Boy a box down big man and big woman. And I tell them about going at them house. Eh? You don't know when criminal are sent for people data. And I put gun in a little youth them, and now the little youth them can tell gunman and criminal and done. No. We are go up a heart, go learn a skill. And any boy we violate the little youth them a judge our maker. And we not take it back. Judge our maker. One must say an idiot. They think say we are turn back and give this the dirty foot at them where they are foreigner seek asylum through them afraid to come back to Jamaica. Eh? You know crazy man. This not turn back over to no done, no criminal. We not take no money going to the community again with no community organization with no criminal to pay them money to keep order. Police are keep order. We police force not perfect because you have some police we have problem. And when we find them, we weed them out. And when you get your phone and record them and send the video to go up on Twitter or go on Facebook or go on whatever platform. And when you catch a video with the police, them operate out a line. Tag the JCF. Because the JCF alone cannot do it. And we have to help. And we have to help clean up the country. Are you mad? PMP now a campaign against the police force. The other day when the election, you know PMP do run out and say all of the police them vote for them. Yeah, them know, yeah man, we are leading on the wall of the police them vote for we. And then now when I tell say we fight against police. Now every police are wicked. Now every police cruel. Now every police are criminal. But when election time, yeah them know, yeah man, I police them and the nurse them vote for we. Them vote for we. We are leading, you know. Because they get inside information from police. The police vote for them. No. We will be working. We know you're not a gunman. We can't kill the body. We can't kill the soul. We know you're not with no gunman. No criminal. We are work with the security force. Police and soldier. And we want FLA to free up some law-abiding citizens and make the people them get firearm through proper checks and proper background checks so them can take on them dirty dog shit criminal. Yeah. Because when them come them nah if but nor maybe. And that's something that we are dealing with. So you can see up on the internet all the answer about Dr. Wheatley and statutory declaration and want to know where the man have before him turned politician. You can see up on the internet all the answer about 10,000 deportee. One thing I go resonate with the Jamaican people them. Crime and violence where the administration you bring down and make gunman afraid. And we not reach there yet. We not reach there yet, but we have the CCTV them putting up. So we're not going to get caught on it. We're not get caught on it. We're not get caught on it and no judge can't save you. No. Remember that. Because we have put laws in place. Every once you get held with a gun, Justice Sykes can't save you because that are 25 mandatory or 15. So no judge can't save you. No. Laws we have put in place. We know that when I idiot, we not mash up back. Listen me. We got the road want to fix people. I would be a liar to tell us on the road now want to fix. Because I drive on the road to make and see the road want to fix. But we have money now. Can't say we have put towards fixing the road. One time we can't even get money to fix road. People are going to chop more road. Yeah, go chop more. One time we could even get money to patch up at all. Eh? The road are going to fix. If they let them up on a PMP platform. The man matter. Oh, Jamrock. What is Jamrock? What is Jamrock? Jamrock I go oversight. I oversight them. No, Mark Golding nominated somebody to be on Jamrock from the PMP. So only that I won't know no Jamrock. So why Mark Golding nominates somebody for the panel from the PMP? I just to Andrew, you see Andrew Holness? Andrew Holness too nice too, no? If I mean no PMP now go on Jamrock. No PMP go on Jamrock cruise. Go book a ticket with Damian Marley and go on Jamra cruise. But you and Jonas don't want to be partisan. But if me, uno no depend no oversight committee because uno a problem. Uno come for cause problem. Nikisha Burchill come for cause problem. Zulika Jess come for cause problem. And they bully them too. Uno can't bully as much as you want to try bully. People me like Andrew Holness around the country. And we not share with responsibilities with nobody we are try obstruct. You see? Me tell you all the while, you know, comrades, when you come on the platform at about Giegas and Batman and something the brethren, you obviously have an obsession with me. But me is a straight youth. See? So me think you up on the wrong page. You go on over Ice Prat where you swimming in pool a morning time. Go on over Ice Prat page. Go look a man. Jaja. Go on over swim around. Because you don't like the truth, brethren. You see? You don't like the truth. We're not giving back the country to no man who squander 8.8 million US dollar. We not give country to him to run. It better then put Damian Crawford to represent the People's National Party. At least we know so the man try with some goat and some chicken. Are them type of people we want to talk to. We don't want to talk to the man who squander over 7 million US dollars and I come tell you say want come run our country. Better we not kick Damian this something. We can relate. We can relate to Damian Crawford that try with little goat and little chicken. We can relate. We can relate to Andrew Holness starting from some little taxi and them sitting there. And then in turn little money in a stocks and them sitting there. You see? We can relate. We can relate to nobody. We're born in our riches, born in our wealth. Get 8 point. All of the money where Mark Golding get from him slavers, our money where them say him get from him ancestors, them with it own slaves. Where the money there? You don't get none of that, Mr. Boss? Your slavers, parents, them never left, ancestors, them never left nothing give you. You want to tell we say, the only money you ever had, based on your statutory declaration, and we Jamaican people, no think so true we black and ugly, and we nose big. We no think so true we no come from certain background, and because we no go to the Mona school, them, and we no go to the school, them in London and all of these things. And when I go to Princeton and all of them sitting there, when the things say Harvard and they say, when the things say we not no sense. When the things say true, we just look so. Relatively speaking, Zane, we just educated by the books. Because you can write it down and read it and memorize it, but you come hold a conversation. Come hold a conversation with the real people them. Why do you think Nikisha Burchill behave so? Nikisha Burchill realized that she's incompetent, so she have to use distraction to hide her deficiencies. That's why she behaving so. She know exactly what she's doing. She knows that she is inept. So she have to use all kind of antics to hide her incompetence. That's the reason why I did that. She knows that she don't write a good speech to do her first debate. And what she do? She come tell we, say, oh, I deliberately did it. I deliberately placed the patwa there because I knew it was going to cause a problem. And she went viral for it. But we want to miss. We want to miss. We want to miss. Who no miss the point and nobody no hear the speech what she's supposed to give in a parliament. Nobody here heard anything. Nobody paid any attention because it was so chaotic. She caused chaos. Anytime people are sitting for eye, them put up a flame. Woo, everybody now pay attention to nothing. Yeah, watch the fire. Nothing that she said in her sectorial debate, you hear one comrade on the internet talk about except the patwa. Talk to me, no man. Come talk. Come talk truth and shame the devil, no Jamaican people, man. Come talk truth and shame the devil. Right now, me there. That is all that she's doing. She knows her friend, and she's trying to outdo everybody. And then Zulika just try outdo she. Then the bully try outdo them. And it's just, and then Mark Golding just look like one wet rat. He look like he afraid of them. He look like he can't check them. He look like he can't tell them to chill out. He's a weak leader and a weak businessman. There is no way. Hear what them tell us, people. Hear what them used to tell us, say. We are Bugu Yaga. Then call all music Bugu Yaga music. And that them used to tell we, you know. Entertainers, people don't want entertainers there with them pretty data. Because them are Bugu Yaga, them are Butu, them are this, them are that, them are Rere. Ghetto girls, them used to look on ghetto girls. They used to look down upon ghetto girls. So if you come from the ghetto, them say, yo, you're this and you're that, you're brawling, you're boisterous, you're uneducated, and you look down upon you. If you don't go a campy and then look, say, yo, you know, are some Arden, they get a little thing now, them start look at Arden a little different way. But if you don't go campy and them things say, yo, you're not qualified to be in a certain social circles. What change? Why the elite class allow Nikisha Burchill to behave like a skettle in a parliament? Why? Because them a user. That's what it is. Because you tell me now, a young lady where people voted for, where people took the time out and they went and they voted for her, you would have think that she would have been inspired to be something greater. You would have think that she would be inspired to be like a Michelle Obama. You would have think that she would have been inspired to be like a Mavis Gallimore. You would have think that she would have been inspired. I remember, you know, PMP used to skin up them nose half a Portia when Portia said, no boy, no girl, no. And then me say PMP come and use but the same no boy, no girl. And them used to say Portia to skettle. And now them Lego she now. And things say everybody in a Jamaica now, every woman, every man in a Jamaica, every little boy, every little girl, they must now aspire to be that. Come on, people. Can't be. Cannot be. How you tell your little daughter, say, look up to Nikisha Burchill. We put on the tightest of clothes them, and if you show you say the clothes tight. Because ladies supposed to be free to wear whatever they want to wear. And when you criticize them, they must say, you're misogynistic. But as she again things to criticize. The tightest and then she tie the waistband and she makes certain say it at the tight and then she go and she a bubble pan it and she a bubble and I go in and she a bubble pan a man and you say like yeah Lord, I thought this status of this position was supposed to be looked at or looked up at. No want my daughter to like how people used to say, me no want my daughter to no artist. Me no want my son to no artist. Right now, me have to look and say, me no want me pit them to no politician. Cause a skettle business. Bogo Yaga business. We could talk truth and shame with every people. And when you look up at them go now and disrespect them teacher and disrespect them parents, we are pointing finger upon the children them.
The Portland MP, the PNP's Isaac Buchanan, is suggesting that the...
Me not buy into that black argument the way Isaac come with still. But there should be some truth to it in the sense of I don't think it's too much about being black. Because Dean Pierce was the speaker of the house. Never saw brown to all that. Kind of light skin, yes, but not a brown man to the greatest of extent. Well, Chuck is a Chinaman. Darryl Impl is a brown woman. But I don't think it have too much to do with the brownness. What I think it have to do with is classism. Yeah? I think it's more classism than being black. Because Pernell Charles was one of the blackest men in the parliament. And he was a great speaker of the house. And you have a brother in the parliament now as a black man. Where anytime the parliament are going where him dead, we don't have the problem with Juliette Holness have. I don't remember his name now, but him there on the Labour right side there. Him is a member of parliament, him is a speaker of the house, and him black like coal too. Patterson became notorious as a prime minister as a Fresh Prince, Black Man time, 1992, 93, some of the stuff. Black Man time, Fresh Prince, blackness. That's how he became prime minister. Trick the people them with Black Man time and Siaga as a white man and Crocken Lizard. And people accept him. I don't know if the upper echelons of society did accept him. Me don't know some Manley never very fond of him. A lot of people might not know that, but the Manleys weren't very fond of him, Mr. Patterson. I couldn't say that it's because he was black. It probably is, but I don't know. So I mean, I really think that the black or Juliette Holness black, why them up fuck around and bother. I think it's about classism. Most of them probably feel like, say, based on our background and based on Mr. Andrew Holness background, him shouldn't do that. Because Andrew's a brown youth, brown youth, and the fight where him a get, it's not a black man fight him a get. It's a classism fight him a get. Based on where him a come from to where him there. But when you check out Andrew Holness background, him farmer father and him civil servant mother, him never so dusty, him never so poor, him never so them never really rich, but them never really that poor because his father was a teacher and a very prominent agricultural teacher and a very prolific farmer. You know, farmer are really poor people, you know. Farmer want anybody who plant food, you know, where raise animal and a plant food, and a poor people. Yeah, you might not have it in abundance, but and a poor people them there. And if you're a civil servant, your pay might not big and fat, but you know, I live the worse. So me say all of that to say this probably Andrew shouldn't suffer from classism, but I guess the Spanish Town Cumberland Road thing kind of have something for, you know, your background, where you really come from, you know. Yeah. But so I think it's no race thing or no black thing. 90% of the women of the parliament black like coal. Yeah. So I don't think it's a black thing. But what I more feel like is a classism. But Andrew have done well for himself through hard work. Yeah, through his education and hard work. So I think it's time now for people accept the fact that him rich. Him reach. And I think it's time now for people to accept the fact that Juliette Holness has reached. She's a accountant, top class accountant. Right? We don't call them chartered accountant. See? And she's a real estate developer. I mean, you know, like, we have to shout to tell the world, so well then, boy, she have her food. But, I mean, she have her food. So, she reach a one part right now where classism not supposed to affect her to the point where she'll get this whole heap of rejection as Speaker of the House. Because she not have to sieve rice again. She not have to sieve out with out of flour again. Them comfortable. So, me I shut down the black argument there. So because them black. I not buy that. I mean I shut down the classism part of it. We do that to the more spell more sense. If him go class. Yeah? But what I bring it right down to is covetousness. It's just like, yeah, people like all Angela Brown Burke will probably look on all Juliette now and I say, but see, but then again, the rest of we could have looked on you to Angela Brown Burke and say, but kuya, like Yahoo really. You know, I mean, what do you bring to the parliamentary table? More than loudmouth and chattings and bagarere. You became member of parliament by default of Portia Simpson. And I like say you work feet and you did great and do no greatness. I remember when Brown Burke was mayor. As the worst mayor we ever have, the only somebody that in a history tax and cat. And apart from them education, me not see where them are really come off on a great table like that really. And all of them black. And if they are accepted, if them accept ISAT and them accept Dayton and them accept all of who black when at the parliament and the egg dread. Can you imagine say a dread after what Rasta got you on the persecution or Rasta got you have two dreadlocks in the parliament in this time. That is literally unprecedented. And if them accept, look how Damian Crawford black, then he shine. And he's accepted in the parliament. So what we want to find out from ISAT is how happen. Them accept the black PNP but they don't accept the black Labour, right? So me not buy the black argument. Nah buy that. I don't think it's that. And we have a better chance if him this a classism. And in a way, we still not put it down to classism 100%. That probably because that probably is a part of it. But not holistically. Because what you know? Andrew and Juliette them have better class more enough for who in there. They might have humble beginnings, but them standard. Never destitute and never poverty. Them never poverty stricken. Them have come out of good background and good upbringing. Andrew Holness' father is a teacher, you know, by profession, you know. Teacher and poor people, you know. Worsham is a farmer, far from poor. So me I rule out classism too. And Andrew is a brown man and he might get a million fight. So it can't be color. And it's not classism. It's bad mind. It's bad mind. PNP had all the chance in the world was to fix things and do things right because of one of the people them really love as government. But you know fail miserably. And through Andrew now come and do the thing the right way and showing up now for no wrongs and no evil and no bad. And I don't like the youth. And by extension I don't like him wife neither. It's bad mind. Covetousness. Dirty. Bad mind. Probably in there walk over too. I'm gonna put it past you know. Mood put it past enough me here, so in India walk over back on a covetous bad. But one thing me know, the whole heap of shenanigans now.
Madam Speaker, I rise today to speak on a topic that sits at the very heart of every single Jamaican traveling from Moran Point to Negril, our roads and our national resilience. If you check the digital space today, you will see the PMP bloggers out in full force, led by Captain Chaos, trying their absolute best to cast a shadow and spread cynicism over the massive historic rollout of the $45 billion Spark program. The newly minted court-certified confessed liar, Dayton Campbell, along with the attention-seeking queen of the bad breed, Nikisha Burchell, are running a synchronized campaign on social media, trying to make the Jamaican people blind to the reality of this infrastructure revolution. Madam Speaker, they are panicking. And they have every right to panic because they know that when the roads are smooth, their political chances are completely rough. Let us look at the cold hard receipts. Under the main roads component of Spark, the builder has officially launched a $25 billion investment to completely reconstruct 37 major priority corridors spanning 170 kilometers across 11 parishes. We're talking about major thoroughfares that serve nearly 1 million Jamaicans daily, from Red Hills Road and Washington Boulevard in Kingston, to the Linstead Bypass, to Greenvale in Manchester, all the way to Howard Cook Boulevard in Montego Bay. This JLP administration is structurally transforming the physical landscape of this country. This is unprecedented. But Madam Speaker, the opposition doesn't understand modern engineering. For decades, when they were in power, their entire national infrastructure policy was a small truck, a man with a shovel, and a bucket of cold patch that washed away the next time a cloud formed over the Blue Mountains. They want us to return to the backward primitive era. They are out here crying about local smaller contractors not being left out. But the builder laid it down plain and clear. Jamaica has graduated from the vibes and broken tractor era. This government is actively elevating local contracting capacity into world-class, financially strong corporate enterprises that can build infrastructure to last for generations. But let me tell you the real reason why Captain Chaos and his bloggers are crying tears over these roads, Madam Speaker. The PMP cannot survive in a Jamaica with nicely paved roads. Their brand, their message, their very political existence can only survive when the roads are permanently decorated with potholes. Why? Because they thrive on dependency. Dependency is their proud carryover from the 1970s, where people were left to believe in handouts. They need our people to be bouncing around in potholes, breaking their car axles, and feeling permanently frustrated, because that is the only time their outdated 1970s style politics of misery sounds attractive. They want you driving on bad roads today so they can sell you empty promises tomorrow. And it goes deeper than just asphalt, Madam Speaker. They suffer from a severe case of Spark and Nara phobia. They are just as terrified of Spark's success as they are of Nara, the National Reconstruction and Resilient Authority. NARA is now law, acting as a powerhouse, fast-track implementation machine to rebuild a stronger, climate-resilient Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa completely cutting through the old, sluggish bureaucracy. Madam Speaker, these two initiatives alone have the absolute potential to completely demolish the PNP as we know it today. Because when the Jamaican people see world-class roads from Spark and a resilient nation built by NARA, the opposition's entire platform of complaint becomes completely obsolete. At this rate, with no blueprint and nothing but noise, they aren't just looking at a loss. They are looking at spending as much time in opposition as they once did in government, 18 and a half years. The answer is simple, Madam Speaker. The PNP has absolutely no business trying to lecture this country on infrastructure or development. They want to tear down the building because they don't have the blueprint to lay a single brick. While Captain Chaos and his rowdy mace-grabbing crew continue their theatrical play-acting on social media, this JLP government will continue to follow the vision of the builder, delivering durable, engineered roads, modern drainage, NARA resilience, and real prosperity to the Jamaican people. I thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you all for liking and sharing my videos, as well as following me to Garden House. Walk good, Jamaica.